So the things that make a video good are the things that you shouldn't even notice. And what I mean by that are the things that go so far under the radar, like they don't even stand out to you. You don't really acknowledge them when you're watching. For example, when Joker's holding Rachel at the dinner party in The Dark Knight, there's a little detail that you're not going to notice unless you're really paying attention. Let's see if you can spot it.
Well, you look nervous. Is it the scars? You want to know how I got them? Come here. Hey. Look at me. So I had a wife. She was beautiful. Like you. Who tells me I worry too much? Who tells me I ought to smile more?
Did you hear that sound effect? It's a very minute detail that raises tension in a scene. But what makes it cooler is that it's an auditory illusion. Or in other words, your brain is interpreting it as something that it's not. It's a shepherd tone. A shepherd tone sounds like it's always either going up or going down. But in reality, it's just a constant repetition of just a few notes. Christopher Nolan uses it perfectly here just because he's using one that sounds like it's always going up, and that just makes tension. It makes it sound like it's never going to stop. It makes it sound like you should be very uncomfortable, and he manipulates the audience's emotions to feel that way when watching the scene. It's just like you're on edge, like something big is about to happen and you're just waiting for it. But when you saw that scene for the very first time, did you notice the shepherd tone? Not at all. That's because the scene was just so well produced that you had no choice but to just gloss over it. And if you're really invested in a movie, you're not going to notice these things. These are things that make a movie, film, or video good. Things that are so good, you just don't even notice them at all. But this video isn't about sound effects or sound design. This video is about another one of those things that when they're good, you don't notice. And after all, as filmmakers, that's why we're here, to learn things, to soak in new information, to learn how to make our audience feel what we want them to feel. And that thing I'm going to show you today is called halation. Halation is an optical effect where light bleeds around the edges in frame and creates a warm, glowy effect. The effect happens naturally on physical film, whether it be in motion picture or just film photography. And it's not something that stands out by any means. It's very much a less is more feature in video making. It's there and you can notice it, and you subconsciously acknowledge that it's there, but just like the shepherd tone, it's not something that makes itself very apparent or stands out very much. And what's incredibly neat about DaVinci Resolve is that it gives you the option to manually add it and have precise controls over exactly how much you're adding. So you could go like crazy with it, or you could go very subtle with it, which is what you should be doing, honestly. So even if you're not using a film camera like you normally get halation on because it happens naturally in film, you can still add it into your digital footage. Let's jump over to the office, load up DaVinci Resolve, and we'll check it out. Okay, so we're in DaVinci Resolve. I'm gonna have to apologize. This is the very first time I've been on camera without my ERI shirt being on, or my company shirt. But I have like a sickness of some sort. I'm like really cold, and I got tea, and I hate tea. I hate tea, but I'm trying to keep warm. Yeah, that's the situation right now. Oh, it's hot. It's not very good. Ugh. I don't know how people drink that stuff. That is disgusting. All right, so you can see I have a clip here, right? This is the clip that we're going to be working with. It's of my buddy and his Land Rover going through a huge mud puddle, right? I'm going to hop into the color tab. I'm going to use one of my LUTs from my website to color grade this. Okay, so you can see I have a really basic color grade on this clip. I have my Las Vegas LUT from my urban collection available on my website. I literally have just that LUT, and I added a little bit of saturation and color temperature into this clip. Other than that, that's it. This is what it looks like with only the LUT. Here is your saturation and temperature adjustment. Overall, it looks really good, right? Low-key looks like something you'd see in like a Land Rover commercial. This looks pretty sick. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is pop over to the effects tab up here, and if it's not open for you, just click it, pop it open, search for halation. Okay, it doesn't need to be all caps. I just happen to have caps lock on. All right, first we need to make a new node. Make a new node there, drag halation on there, and you can immediately kind of see the difference that it makes. I think it's really cool. You see how it kind of has like this glowy red effect that I was talking about right there? You can see the before, after. Pretty sick. Now, there's really only two main controls in halation that I use. I use the strength and gamma controls right here, right? So strength is literally just like how on do you want it to be? Like I said before, less is more here. You don't want to go like too crazy. I want to be able to see the whole clip when I'm adding it too. I'm going to go right here in terms of strength. So I'm actually a little higher than where it came. And for gamma is just like how much gamma do you want? Like how radiant do you want it to be? I don't want mine that radiant. That's a little much. And while he's doing that, I'm going to pop in and introduce myself for a quick 15 seconds. My name's Website Wade, and Ethan hired me to show you all the cool stuff we have on the website. Over on the company store website, you can get all kinds of stuff to help out your filmmaking. You got all kinds of LUTs. My personal favorite is the Urban Collection right here. bunch of different stuff here. Oh, wait, Ethan's calling back. Hold on, all right, I gotta give you guys back over to Ethan now. Go check out the website. Honestly, I think I'm gonna leave this here in terms of gamma. I like how this looks. I vibe with that look. You know what I mean? It gives it like that warm, glowy feel. Okay, so I have this set to how I like it. Now I have the ability to go in here and make the fine-tune tweaks that I see fit. Like, there's so much control in this effect that it even gives you an option to go in and add a secondary glow, right? So it's just like, how much glow do you want, you know? And you can even change the color here. I don't really use this. I haven't had a clip where it's like really necessary to use a secondary glow. There's an option for grain within your halation. This is, okay, so this looks like it affects the whole clip. Yeah, personally, not a fan of that. I'm a very minimalist grain sort of person, just in terms of my color grading. But you could see there's a lot of stuff here. Even going in like reduce highlights, aspect ratio, like you could like make it like almost kind of like anamorphic. Again, I don't really use these things. These default controls are more than good enough for me, and because you can see what you get. It's a very small little detail that once you know it, just makes your stuff better. That's where I'm going to leave you guys off today. If you learned something from this video, I hope you leave a like. I hope you comment. Tell me what you learned. Tell me if you plan to use this on any projects. I'd love to have a chat with you guys down in the comments. If you think you have anything to gain from me, subscribe. We post all kinds of stuff on this channel. We post tutorials like this. We post interviews with other producers or people in the creative industry where they give their insight on how they got into the industry, advice that they would give to their younger selves. It's a general just hub for the creative industry here. We focus on video production, but yeah, we're open to all kinds of people making all different kinds of things. So if you'd like to stick around, we'd love to have you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.